Henry John Ford was lucky to live as long as he did. He almost came to grief on his way to Australia, and again in Bundaberg in 1870. Nonetheless, he went on to live to 70 years of age, and he was Bundaberg's first storekeeper, opening his shop, the Pioneer Store, on the 12th of February 1870. Ford's store was opened in a little slab humpy in North Bundaberg, possibly near the western end of what is now Adena Street. Henry John Ford was born in England on 24th of October 1843. He immigrated to Australia aboard the Queen of the Colonies, landing in early April 1863. Before they'd even left British waters, and en route to Ireland to pick up more passengers, the ship was apparently fired at by the American steamer Alabama. No account exists from the day, including Ford's diary of the trip. Having finally made Australian shores, Henry settled in Brisbane for about 6 years before making his way to Bundaberg. He opened his store in February 1870, but less than a month later lost it to flooding. Bundaberg experienced heavy rain and then flooding during the latter part of February 1870. Henry began moving stock onto higher shelves, but then became trapped in his store, unable to open the door against the floodwaters. The Stewart brothers and James Elwood came in a boat to the rescue, and after bashing a hole in the roof with an axe, were able to extract an extremely relieved Henry Ford. The store itself still stood once the waters receded, but most of the stock was ruined. The Stewart brothers built Henry a new store on higher ground shortly after, possibly on what would become Perry Street. Henry entered into a partnership with John Houston Cathcart in November 1872. They later dissolved their partnership in 1875, and Henry's Pioneer Store in North Bundaberg was purchased by J.C. Walker in October 1875. Henry operated a business on his own for a while before moving to Childers at some stage to manage a store for Buss and Turner. Henry John Ford eventually retired to Brisbane, and he passed away at his Kelvin Grove home on the 18th of January 1914.